Hey again, welcome back, and I'd like to introduce you to Chris again, who's my husband that you would have seen in the 360 video. As you know, we are in somewhat of an isolation at the moment due to COVID-19, which means that I am somewhat limited with the participants that I can actually get in my videos. So instead of just watching me all the time, I thought I'd bring Chris in again just to give you some examples of how we can use this repeat, report, and reflect type of scenario, which I refer to as the 3 R's. Now, these 3 skills are really important to have when you're practicing your active listening skills. Always great to have in the back of your head, because when you remember these 3 R's, it really does help you become an active listener as a facilitator. Chris and I are just going to have a conversation. We're going to be throwing in the practice of these 3 R's, and what I'd like you to do is actually pick out when we're using either the repeat, the report, or reflect, and maybe write them down on a piece of paper, and I'll get you to post it up onto the forum later. So Chris, it was a great day today, wasn't it? It was probably, 27, 28 degrees and sunny?
Yeah, I think that's about what it was today. Yeah, it was a beautiful day.
And what did you get up to today? Like, literally?
Literally, I got up on the roof today to clean the chimney up for the winter.
The winter. Not looking forward to the winter because it gets quite cold here in Meredith.
Yeah, I don't think it was that cold last winter though. I think last winter was quite mild.
Mild winter last winter.
Yeah, we didn't get any big frosts. Still went through a lot of firewood and we had a lot of fires, but we didn't get the heavy frosts that we got the year before, say.
I mean, the firewood situation is pretty good for us because we've got property with lots of trees, and so you can just go out and there's always limbs falling down off the trees that you can cut up for firewood.
Yeah, there is always trees limbs that I can cut up for firewood, yes.
Which is great, which means I don't have to cut up the firewood. I just have to chuck it into the fireplace, which is good for keeping the house warm.
And how are your fire lighting skills, Linda?
My fire lighting skills are actually not too bad, Chris. I learned in Girl Scouts, I guess, how to light fires.
Okay, it's not my recollection. I think you get the house smoked out every now and again when you try and light the fire.
But that's only because you haven't cleaned the chimney, Chris.
That could have something to do with it. Yeah, it could have something to do with it. Let me reflect on that a little bit. But
yeah. And what else happened today that you'd like to share?
Well, even though it's sort of COVID-19, everyone stay at home, we did have a couple of drop-ins today. We did keep our distance from them, but people were coming around getting trailer loads of horse poo so they could manure their gardens over the next few weeks in case we're locked down. So the horse poo that we keep piles of around here and gather virtually got cleaned out today through our neighbours coming around to get horse poo.
Which I find is interesting with COVID-19, and I guess top of mind for some people is I must go and get horse poo before we go into a lockdown, because that is literally what our neighbours said to us.
Yes, they did.
Very interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting.
When you sort of think about it, though, isn't it?
It is. People's priorities are quite intriguing, yeah, at this point in time.
Yeah. But I guess for us, I mean, we've managed to make sure that we're going to be occupied if we go into a lockdown, because we got a new puppy, which you met in the 360 video. So you would have met Odin. We picked him up on Tuesday, and he is the newest addition to the family. So, which is good.
Yeah, he's a beautiful little pup.
Beautiful little pup he is. Yeah.
I actually don't know how you find the time to make all these videos in between looking after the new pup.
Well, I guess that's just what we have to do. So, well, I think that's probably enough of repeating, reporting, and reflecting. Hopefully you will have seen some of those examples in the video that we've just done in the conversation.
This one was a lot less painful than the last video you saw of me.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thanks, Chris. And, perhaps we may get you back.